Welcome, everybody, to Summit Neuroflow, where we sharpen your tools for the upward journey. I want to talk about Parkinson's Law today. So, in my personal life right now, I'm trying to find ways to get into a flow state a little bit quicker, to get into a state of productivity through action as opposed to planning. I feel like lately I've been struggling by being in my head a little bit more than I would like to be. Kind of getting stuck in the planning stages. Like, yeah, I'll put stuff down on my planner, but does it actually get done? There's some kind of disconnect there. And I think I might have maybe part of the solution through understanding Parkinson's law. So if we look at it, Parkinson's law basically states that work tends to expand to fill the time available, which leads to procrastination or inefficiency. So, if we take this law into account, maybe the answer, or at least part of the answer, is to spur us into action, is to build your day in short bouts of activity. Understanding Parkinson's law, I think, really has a place when it comes to big, long tasks that have been kind of looming over your head. Like, let's say taxes, for example. You have a lot of time to do those things, like taxes, or let's say you have an assignment due for school, or let's say that there's something that you have to get done for work, and you have a lot of time to do it. You don't feel that urgency now. However, when the day comes, somehow magically, like let's say it's the night before, somehow magically you feel that motivation to get that task done. Um, Parkinson's law probably is a really unique way and a powerful way to understand maybe some of the psychology behind why we wait till the last minute. Again, there's a tendency for us to take more time to do the work if we give ourselves more time. So, perhaps some of the answer is reduce the amount of time that you have to get that task done, and you'll start to feel some of the urgency now. So this website's pretty cool. Very well mined. That's kind of where I'm doing some of this reading. But some strategies that can help you combat Parkinson's law include planning your time, writing down goals, using realistic deadlines, and prioritizing tasks. Breaking tasks into smaller steps and setting a time to focus on each step can also help. I've been playing with timers, and specifically they have different timers that are like built around productivity, and you can do this with really any timer on your phone, but doing small blocks of productivity, so like setting 15-minute sprints almost, or 30-minute sprints, where for those 15 or 30 minutes you're doing nothing but that really boring thing that you keep putting off. It kind of forces you to be present and to be engrossed in that task that you've been putting off for so long right now, because it's a short bout of time, and it's almost like you create less excuses for yourself if you say, oh, it's only 15 minutes, I can focus for 15 minutes, or I can focus for 30. This, I think will maximize kind of the law that we're talking about here, like, where again, if you give yourself more time, you're going to just take forever to do it. So 15-minute sprints, 30-minute sprints, like set a timer, and in that period of time you're doing nothing but the task that you need to get done. Taxes, something boring, like, I don't know, some work task, or you need to fill out a document, something like that, that's just kind of been looming over your head. This might be a way, a strategy for you to speed that process up. Research indicates that when people start a new project, they tend to focus on how much time they have available to do it instead of how much time the task would take to complete. Interesting. So, I mean, think about it. I think humans like to do as little work as possible. If we can rest and do less work, we're built for efficiency. We're not built to expend useless calories if we don't have to. And if there's a chance that we can just allow for our bodies to rest and to not have to do work and conserve our energy, then we're going to do that. And this, I think, very much points to that. Some of the strategies they're going into on this website are pretty good too. So, daily planner, time trackers, kind of like what I was talking about earlier with the short sprints, when you're trying to get work done, setting time aside for specific tasks, blocking out distractions. If you look into habit psychology, doing things at the same time every single day, like maybe in the same room, have it be a nice quiet room where you can actually focus. Um, that makes it more likely that you'll do that thing. So if you have a little workspace and you do work at that same time every single day, your brain will start to build the association between that space, that time of day, and the work that you need to do. Oh, look at that. Having a routine. Just kind of like what I was just saying. That's cool. Getting organized so you don't have to waste time looking for important items. Again, having that workspace set up for you to just step in and get stuff done. Powerful, powerful stuff. Like if you want to write books, like have your pen and paper ready to go, or if you're, if you're typing on your computer, like have the computer ready to go, have it in a nice clean workspace so you reduce your barrier to entry. Elimination of barriers to productivity, I think, allows for you to get into that flow state where you're able to get the work done a lot quicker. And avoid multitasking, which reduces productivity and takes up more time. I don't think humans actually successfully multitask. I feel like I read this somewhere that the only thing we can actually do is task switch. So you can't actually do two things at the same time. You can jump back and forth between two different things, but you can't successfully split the mind in two different directions to actually process stuff. We can jump between things, but our focus is always unilateral. It's at one thing. But with some of those strategies in mind, I hope you guys can apply some of this stuff to your life. Understanding that if we give ourselves more time, we're going to take more time to do that thing, I think is a powerful principle. So let's eliminate some of that procrastination. Basically, Parkinson's law is a call to action. It's suggesting that we need to estimate how much time the task would actually take us to do, as opposed to how much time we have to complete the task. So if you have a week to do something, maybe the task would literally only take you 2 or 3 hours. Try to make a pretty accurate estimation, like if it's a homework assignment or some busy work that you have to do. Make an estimation, and from that, allot some time, chunk away at it, do those 15, 30-minute sprints, and you'll have a lot less stress build up throughout the week because you won't be worrying about this thing that's looming over your head. Instead, you're actually taking daily steps to get that thing done, and it's having less of an impact on your day-to-day mood. So Parkinson's law is a call to action. Don't focus on how much time you have to get the thing done. Instead, estimate how much time it would actually take to get that thing done and just get started. I think that's the biggest lesson here. Just step into an action phase. Less contemplation, more action. I hope some of that lands with you guys. Anyways, cheers. I'll see you guys in the next episode.